What if he shows up as Ash from Evil Dead?
Then Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness will become the best Marvel movie.
It probably would be. I'm looking forward to it.
Woo!
It looks very cool. Like, visually, I'm very much looking forward to it.
But, so here's the thing, though. So, not only that, like, there's, holes there to be poked in, but I also feel like it's great to see Dr. Octopus come back, because, honestly,
yeah.
I like to see them reuse perfect casting.
Right.
Like, you can't do a Green Goblin without Willem Dafoe at this point. Like, he was just too good.
I like, after this movie, I think you can now, because at least that character has closure now.
Yeah, but, like, that character also didn't need that closure. But also, other than the holes of, like, now that they're fixed, it's like... First off, I'm not exactly sure where the character was pulled from in those movies.
See, and now that's something that
it only works with Dr. Octopus. With Doc Ock.
Well, okay.
Because it mentions that he was under the bridge.
Yes.
And he had his big, like, super destructive weapon. The only way this works is... Oh, you know what? That cheapens Spider-Man 2 by so much.
Oh, it does. It does.
So, basically what they seem to be implying is that Doc Ock has his whole plan going on, and he was fighting Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker.
Yes.
At nighttime.
Yes.
When he usually was.
Yes.
He gets sucked into a portal and brought into all these shenanigans, and then Tom Holland fixes him, and that's what makes him good at the end of Spider-Man 2. Because he had that whole change of heart and sacrificed himself. Because if he gets put back exactly where he left off, then it would be in that fight.
So, but I got something for you here. If Willem Dafoe gets cured of being Green Goblin, is he still, like, when was he pulled?
Exactly. They don't explain that in any sort of...
Because here's
method.
the thing. When Tobey Maguire... Like, Andrew Garfield's villains doesn't really matter. But when Tobey comes back, right? If William Dafoe's Green Goblin isn't dead,
yeah,
then Harry doesn't hate him. Then Harry, you know what I mean? All that stuff changes.
Right.
Because William Dafoe... Oh, my God.
Did you see that?
I know. That shit was funny.
He was standing on top of the limo or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like he spawned on top of a car. That's funny as shit.
Because when Willem Dafoe is Green Goblin, he never, like, changed. He just kills himself.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying it creates a whole lot of alternate universes, because now, is Dr. Octopus going back to his own, like, universe where the Green Goblin's dead, or is now everything different because the Green Goblin's alive?
Yes.
Like, if the Green Goblin never existed and he goes back to... If Green Goblin goes to exactly where he was put, where he came from, where he hasn't died yet.
Yeah, he is
then
before he had
died,
before he
then
died.
That means there is no Dr. Octopus.
Yeah, exactly.
And it would mean that Peter also never finds out about Sandman or anything either.
Exactly.
And James Franco never becomes the new Goblin.
Exactly.
So it doesn't... You know what? Fuck it. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
There you go!
And, I mean, I know it's supposed to just, like, have fun with it, but this nullifies...
Don't think too hard about it.
But this would effectively nullify all the other movies.
Exactly.
So maybe that's the whole point.
That means the one true Spider-Man is Tom Holland. Go fuck yourself, and that's it.
No matter what.
That's
you think.
it.
So
everything you liked, fuck it.
Yeah.
Now it's Tom Holland. Look at his new costume.
Right. This is the one true religion, Tom Holland.
It is.
But yeah, so it means that the other movies mean nothing. And it technically means that the ending of those movies never actually happened.
Yes.
So what the true Spider-Man fan needs to do is find the point at which the villains could be taken from their spot in the movie.
Right.
So you're going to have to watch Amazing Spider-Man 2 again, right?
Yeah.
And then you're going to have to pause the movie at the right moment and then just put in No Way Home and start it like halfway through.
They're going to have to Star Wars Special Edition all the other Spider-Man movies.
Just edit out all of the endings of the other ones.
So they can make it make sense.
And then make one just like 5-hour Spider-Man movie.
And then also a giant... Oh my gosh. A giant thing is that what I thought they were going to do, instead of like, since he didn't want to kill the villains, is that Doctor Strange was going to basically make everything different, where basically all the villains live in the MCU now. And that's what... this is before the movie, and what my little theory was that, like, okay, that's why Electro's different. Because, well, we've established with Loki, with variants and stuff, you know, the fact... Or even... that one clip of the arms change because the Doc Ock, with the nanotech. I'm like, oh, are they gonna like alter things? Like when Doctor Strange does a spell, we're gonna have a regular Spider-Man, but he also is gonna have all his villains too. You know what I mean? They're all gonna be one universe in there. But I'm actually glad they didn't do that. But yeah. Yeah,
and I know they probably won't go that deep, but like, will Tom Holland get his own like Doc Ock?
That's true.
I mean, since they're just movies, you know, they can always just be like, yeah, there's no Doc Ock this time.
Or
just like how Andrew Garfield never got one.
Yeah.
It's like it's just a movie. They're just doing what they're doing,
yeah.
Which is another part of why I kind of miss this era of comic book movies, this Spider-Man 2 era, because they just had to make a comic book movie. It didn't have to be tied to anything, and it's just like, yeah, we want to do and it didn't have to like follow a comic book's plot either. It's just like, hey, here's Spider-Man. Sam Raimi's made a completely new plot involving Dr. Octopus, and here it is, and it's going to also be like an existential crisis at the same time. Like it's just going to be really good.
Yeah,
and that's it. Just focus on making the good movie instead of making it
a franchise,
a big like franchise universe thing.
Yeah,
which is why I'm going to double down on Tobey Maguire being the definitive Spider-Man, because Tom Holland's Spider-Man is just focused on making the MCU movies.
Yeah, because I mean, he is the MCU Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he's just like expanding the universe with his Spider-Man stuff, but he doesn't really get a chance to be Spider-Man on his own.
Well, which we might get with the new Tom Holland movie whenever that comes out.
Which leads me into the point of why I do believe that No Way Home is the second best Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Or at least the best Spider-Man movie since Spider-Man 2. Because everything I wanted from Tom Holland actually happened in this one. So Tom Holland got character development. He got to do things by himself. He finally stopped being, a little kid with dad's toys. He's reliant. He has like an actual death to affect him. Like it finally dawned on me that Uncle Ben wasn't really like close to Tom Holland's Peter Parker. In the way that he was close to Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's
Uncle Ben's.
Because
Uncle Ben's.
Because Aunt May is the one that says great power, great responsibility. The classic quote.
And I like how they bonded, how him and Tobey bonded over that quote.
Yeah.
Because, for that to exist beyond, parallel universes, like that's their...
It gives it the, I guess I'd call it like the Back to the Future syndrome, where like history is going to repeat itself. So like there are certain things in Spider-Man that are constant, and that quote is one of them. And the fact that it happened.
And Andrew Garfield's like, what?
No, Andrew Garfield.
Did he get that?
Yeah,
did he get one?
Did.
Okay, he did. Okay.
They even addressed it in the movie that they get told that the day that Uncle Ben dies, and Tom Holland got told it the day that Aunt May died. So it's like there may be variations, but there are some things in Spider-Man that are always constant. And the fact that Spider-Man is just, a good dude with a lot of power to check is a constant in that, and I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And we got, like, some genuine, like, heartfelt moments with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It was a good, like, growing up thing. And it was then when I realized that all the things I wanted in Tom Holland's Spider-Man were actually being saved for this specific movie in the first place.
Right.
Was that he's getting this direction to go. I'm just going around beating people up.
Yeah.
Moving around. Like,
Yeah,
I don't exactly know where I'm supposed to go at this point. Oh,
buy a level 2 swing upgrade from the store.
Oh, okay. There's no, like, goal in sight, so I don't know what the store is.
Spider-Man.
I guess could it be that dollar sign?
Spider-Man.
I'm going to assume it's the dollar sign.
Look out, here comes Spider-Man.